Okay, and one final thing with our Casio is systems of equations. We can solve systems of equations quite easily with graphing calculators if we can always guarantee that they have y by themselves. So as we've been practicing in class, we need to be able to rewrite the equation with y by itself so it can go into y equals. But we don't have to make it pretty for the calculator, as we've been saying in class. So for example, if your equation is a point slope, all you should take the time to do is just add or subtract this value to the end of the other side. So I'm going to add 1. And I'm going to add 1 over here behind the parentheses and not bother with distributing or combining like terms. You can't combine the 2 and the 1 until you distribute, but distributing would be messy, so I don't bother to take my time and also possibly make a mistake. Okay, what about this standard form equation? 2x plus 3y equals 7. I need to get y by itself. This takes 2 steps. I need to subtract the value of x, or add it if it's already negative. That gets me 3y equals 7 minus 2x. And then I need to divide the whole side by 3. But I don't need to do it nicely for the calculator. Remember, you can use parentheses around the numerator to tell the calculator that you want it to divide both the 7 and the 2 by 3 for you, but you don't really want to do it yourself. So if we enter it into the calculator as a quantity, all divided by 3, it will create the 2 fractions for us. So then I can put one equation in y1 and the other one in y2. It is not important which one is in which place, but what is important is that they both get there. So remember your fraction key for the 3/4. If you press 3 and then the ABC and then the 4, you get your 3/4. Parentheses are right here above the 9 key. Then your variable plus 2, parentheses, and then add 1. That's the first equation for the calculator. It's not very nice for us, but for the calculator it's fine. And then our standard form equation in y2, remember you have to press EXE to get it to store. So parentheses, 7 minus 2x, parentheses, and then divide by 3. Press EXE to store. So now if we draw it, F6, I'm not in my standard window at this moment. If I want to be, I can press F3, F3. There it is. And I can see the intersection. As long as you can see the intersection, your window is big enough. And we've done this before. Where do we find the intersection? We have been finding the intersection every time we have put a y value in and looked for x. So it's the exact same keys. F5, getting us G solve. And then F5, oops, wrote it wrong, getting us intersection, ISCT. It zooms in on it right away, even when it is a horribly yucky decimal. Negative 0.118. Negative 0.118, comma, 2.412. Please go to the 3rd decimal place and then look beside it to the 4th decimal place to find out if you're going to round up or keep it the same. And that is how we solve systems in a graphing calculator. It's the same way we find x values when we know 2 y values. We treat them as systems and find the intersection point.